Good morning, students. In the previous class, we discussed about Anglo-Mysore Wars. Okay. In today's class, we are going to discuss about Anglo-Sikh Wars. Okay. In this topic, we will discuss about especially who were the rulers of the Sikh Empire and what was the reason behind the Anglo-Sikh Wars and what was the result of these wars. Okay. Now let us start this class. See here. See this person. So he is Jaman Shah. Okay. Jaman Shah. He was the ruler of Afghan. Okay. Jaman Shah was the ruler of Afghan. Actually, his kingdom is Afghanistan. But he wanted to occupy the northwestern parts of India. He came to India just to occupy northwestern parts of India. So do you have any idea about northwestern parts of India? Especially Punjab, Haryana, Jammu Kashmir, okay, like these parts. And here, at the time of Jaman Shah came to India, here Ranjit Singh offered some help to Jaman Shah. Okay? At that time he was not a ruler. Okay? Just he offered some help to Jaman Shah in occupying northwestern parts of India. Okay? With the help of Ranjit Singh, he defeated the local king of the northwestern parts. Okay? And he occupied those places. See here, Jaman Shah occupied Lahore, Sindh, Kashmir with the help of whom? The help of Ranjit Singh. And he appointed Ranjit Singh as his governor. Who appointed? Jaman Shah appointed Ranjit Singh as the governor of his empire in India. Okay? Next. But because of some internal conflicts in his empire, in his means here Jaman Shah's empire, he handed over all these places to Ranjit Singh in 1802. See here, actually Jaman Shah belongs to Afghanistan. So he came to India to occupy northwestern parts of India. So during that time in Afghanistan, some internal conflicts were going on for the sake of throne, like that. Okay? Then by knowing that issue, Jaman Shah wanted to go to his kingdom back. That's why he handed over, that means Jaman Shah handed over all these places like Lahore, Sindh, Kashmir, all these places to Ranjit Singh. Okay? In the year 1802, that means in the year 1802, Ranjit Singh got all these places, okay, and he also fought with the remaining small kingdoms, and he occupied all those small kingdoms, and he became as the first king of Punjab. Okay, he established one empire, that is the Sikh Empire, and for that Sikh Empire, Ranjit Singh was the ruler. Okay. See here. Now the Punjab king Ranjit Singh. Here the Britishers also wanted to occupy these northwestern parts. Why? Because already we know the Britishers wanted to expand their territories. They wanted to implement their rules and regulations, their policies in all over the India. So for that reason, the Britishers wanted to occupy this Punjab also. So for that purpose, here one British officer, Akhtar Loni, he sent one message to Ranjit Singh. Okay? Akhtar Loni sent one message to Ranjit Singh. That message is this one: hand over the northwestern parts to British the British officer Akhtar Loni had sent one message to Ranjit Singh. That message indicates hand over the northwestern parts to the Britishers and sign on subsidiary alliance. Okay, these are the two conditions which were written in this message. Okay, then Ranjit Singh did not accept that message. Okay, now the Ranjit Singh did not accepted that. That's why the Britishers got angry. So they are ready to fight with the Ranjit Singh. Then next what happened? See here. See this figure. Here one blue color line. Okay. This is Sutlej river. Sutlej river. So above this, that means northern parts of this Sutlej river under the control of Punjab. Punjab means here Ranjit Singh. And the southern parts were under the control of British emperors. Okay, now British rulers. To the Sutlej river, north part was under the control of Punjab and the southern parts are under the control of Britishers. Here the Britishers wanted to occupy this northern parts of Sutlej river. Okay, that's why he sent that message. So after rejecting that message, here the war started. After Loni, the British officer declared war on Ranjit Singh. Okay, in this war, Ranjit Singh was defeated. Ranjit Singh was defeated in this war, and forcefully Ranjit Singh signed on one treaty. Okay, that is the Treaty of Amritsar. So this is a treaty. Treaty means an agreement between two persons. Okay, and this treaty name is Treaty of Amritsar because this treaty was made in Amritsar in between British and Ranjit Singh. Okay, and see here, finally the Ranjit Singh died on 27th June 1839. On the date 27th June 1839, Ranjit Singh was died. But he had one wife and one son. The wife name is Rani Jindal. In some textbook he given Rani Jindal. Okay, Rani Jindal or Rani Jindal. She was the wife of Ranjit Singh, and he had one son also. That son name Dilip Singh. Okay, Dilip Singh was the son of Maharaja Ranjit Singh. And see here, this is important. Dilip Singh was born on September 1838. 1838 means before 1 year before his death. Okay, that means at the time of his death, Dilip Singh was a small child. Okay, a small child. So he is unable to occupy that throne because he was a small kid. That's why after his death, for the throne, so many internal conflicts raised. So many internal conflicts raised among the main important persons of the Punjab kingdom. See here, after the death of Ranjit Singh, internal conflicts increased for the sake of throne. Okay, na? Themselves they fought. I want to become the king. I want to become the king. Like that, themselves they fought. So the British wanted to take this situation as an opportunity to get control over Punjab. Okay, to occupy that Punjab, to get the control over the Punjab, the Britishers treated this situation as an opportunity. They wanted to use this situation. Okay, then see here. In the year 1845 to 46, the first Anglo-Sikh War started. During this period, the first Anglo-Sikh War was started in the year 1845. Okay, and here the main reasons: divide and rule policy, imperialistic ambition. All these are the policies of Britishers. Always the Britishers wanted to rule the areas by dividing it. Okay. First of all, they will divide the places and they will rule. If they divide the places, then there will be no unity among the rulers or people. Then they can easily rule that area. That's why they wanted to implement this divide and rule policy always. And one more thing, imperialistic ambition. Imperialistic ambition means, imperialism means occupying the territories, occupying the other territories. The British wanted to expand their kingdom in India. That's why they wanted to occupy the different areas. So these are the main two reasons behind First Anglo-Sikh War. Okay, and here see Lord Hastings. Lord Hastings, he was one British officer. He declared war on Sikh Empire. Okay, in the year 1845. See here, in the year 1839, Ranjit Singh was died. Up to 4 years, 4 rulers changed in Punjab. Okay, now up to 4 years, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43. In these 4 years, 4 rulers were changed, and finally, the son of Ranjit Singh, that means Dilip Singh, became the ruler of that Punjab kingdom. Okay, all the people combined, they declared Dilip Singh. He was a minor at that time. Okay, in the year 38, 1838 he was born. 38 means how many years? 7 years only. Okay, after 7 years Dilip Singh became the king of the Punjab. So here the ruler Dilip Singh, he was a minor. Okay, so in this war the Sikh Empire lost, and finally see here one battle of Sobram. Okay, in this place one battle happened between Britishers and Sikh Empire. In this battle, who won? The Britishers. See here results. Result of First Anglo-Sikh War. Actually, 10th February 1846, Sikhs were defeated. Okay, on this date, 10th February 1846, Sikhs were defeated by the Britishers. And on 13th February 1846, British occupied Lahore. Lahore means at that time one of the place in Punjab Empire, Punjab Kingdom or Sikh Empire. Okay, so 10th February 1846, Sikhs were defeated, and after 3 days, the Lahore was occupied by the Britishers. Okay, and on 1st March 1846, Treaty of Lahore was made. Treaty of Lahore. Here the Lahore was occupied by the Britishers, and on 1st March 1846, they made one treaty with the rulers of Sikh Empire. Okay, that is the Treaty of Lahore. Let's see what is the conditions. What are the conditions of this Treaty of Lahore? See here, Jalandhar Door. This is one of the place, and this place became a part of the British. Okay, that is the first condition. Next, King lost his rights on the region of Satluj River. See here, up to now the Sikh Empire established on besides Satluj River. Okay, the ruler or king of Sikh Empire had the powers over the Satluj River areas. Now, according to this treaty, the king lost his powers over the regions of Satluj River. Next, Sikhs had to pay 1.5 crore rupees as war penalty. See, the Sikhs were defeated now. That's why they had to pay 1.5 crores of money to the Britishers as war penalty. And finally, Sikhs had to reduce its army also. The Sikh Empire, they had to reduce their army. All these are the conditions which were set up in the Treaty of Lahore. Okay, next. Second Anglo-Sikh War. The Second Anglo-Sikh War started in 1848 and ended in 1849. So for this war, the main reasons are anti-Sikh reforms introduced by British in the Sikh Empire. Some anti-Sikh reforms, that means some changes implemented by the Britishers against the Sikhs. That's why all the Sikh people became angry. That is the first reason. Next, second one, rights of Rani Jindal were taken away. See here. Here the king was, who was the king here? Dilip Singh. He was a minor at that time. That's why the responsibilities were taken by his mother Rani Jindal. But here what happened? After the first Anglo-Sikh War, the powers and rights of Rani Jindal were taken away by the Britishers. That means now Rani Jindal she doesn't have any powers. Next, excessive interference of resident. Resident means the British officer who will stay in the royal courts of Indian kings. Okay, here these residents interference increasing in the Sikh Empire. Okay, all these are the main reasons. Because of all these reasons, the Sikhs wanted to take revenge on the Britishers. Okay, and here they are starting some revolutionary activities. The Sikh people started some revolutionary activities. That's why to suppress the Sikh people, Lord Dalhousie declared war on Sikh Empire again in the year 1848. Okay, here all the Sikh people wanted to take revenge on the Britishers. That's why they started some revolutionary activities. To suppress those revolutionary activities, the Lord Dalhousie declared war on Sikh Empire. And this war started on 13th October 1848. Okay, on this date, war started. And war ended on 13th March 1849. In the year 1849, 13th March, this second Anglo-Sikh War was ended by the surrender of, these are the main persons in Sikh Empire: Mool Raj, Chattar Singh, Sher Singh. All these are the bravest rulers, bravest fighters of Sikh Empire. But because of some reasons, all these persons surrendered in front of the Britishers, and they agreed the defeat of Sikh Empire. That's why the war ended in 13th March 1849. Okay, and after the surrender of all these brave fighters, the Dalhousie annexed Punjab in British Empire on 29th March 1849. On this date, Lord Dalhousie annexed means he occupied or merged the Punjab kingdom in British Empire. That means now the full control over the Sikh Empire was in the hands of Britishers. Okay, in this way the wars between Britishers and Sikhs were happened. Okay, and in the next class we will discuss about the 1857 revolt, reasons, results, and how they fought, who are the important leaders. All these things we will discuss in the next class. Okay, thank you.